Game number 2 is now on. In the far right corner on our classic map, Metalopolis, we have...
I am NesTea.
Such a badass. And now, in the opposite starting location, far away from his opponent, it's going to be tough positions for him, in fact.
Tail fighters.
He's like, I'm against NesTea, what do I do?
He's like, well, I'll just play the best game of my life again and get owned, I guess. I'll kill all his drones and then lose. Well, here, let's realistically review exactly what happened. He moved out, he was not completely maxed, and he was caught completely unsieged for, even if it's just a moment. Standardly with mech, you're gonna leapfrog tanks. Not even half and half. That's as quickly as you would ever push in StarCraft 1 with siege tanks in a mech build, is half and half. Half siege, half unsiege.
You want to leapfrog him.
And siege tanks were better in that game, probably. But, I mean, you need to really be careful. Move a few tanks forward at a time. What you're trying to do with mech is achieve the most powerful maxed army.
Yeah,
mech
deal the
isn't
most
good pre-max,
damage.
really. You know, it's okay pre-max, but where mech shines is the maxed army. And how good is that? It's a maxed, perfectly composed mech army is the greatest army in the game. Siege tanks become unbelievably powerful in huge numbers. So, you know, he needs to be careful about that if he chooses to go mech again. Tasteless.
Yeah. Ask me something.
NesTea against MVP. Will the world end? Will the world be sucked into a black hole?
I don't know. I mean, it would just be so much awesome at once.
I know. You know what's going to be awesome? Is the finals of Blizzcon. NesTea against MVP.
That'd be the most amazing.
I wish they were on
ever.
opposite sides of the bracket so they could do the GSL finals, then the Blizzcon finals, just one each in a row. And NesTea he's like, yeah, I guess I won $75,000 today. That's pretty neat.
Looks like Virus is actually going to go for the same build.
Yeah, reactored Hellion expands are really, really nice. No second factory yet. We'll see if he chooses to do that. Looks like he's going to go a little bit more economy this game instead of that build, as he has taken some SCVs off gas, so he can't go for that reactored Hellion plus Tech Lab Hellion yet.
NesTea Mega Drones, or Joe's just asked me something. Let's go.
Okay, you want to
do this game.
Well, you wouldn't answer that last one I asked you, so I don't know.
Well, that was actually just like a terrible, depressing question. I'm like, Artosis, would you rather, if you had to kill one person, to be like I can't even think of a question. It's like so terrible. It's like, would you rather like not have a tongue or not have a nose? I'm like, these are just dark questions, man. I don't know, man. This is like,
would you rather kill NesTea or a baby?
Oh, the baby.
No, I'd rather kill NesTea because he's actually not killable.
Oh, he's immortal.
I get out of it that way. It's like some loophole. I like stab him with a knife and the knife just bends. He's like, why'd you do that?
Oh, his hidden command center got spotted.
It's an interesting hidden command. Oh, yeah. That's actually his other command.
Yeah,
so he's going to double expand off of reactored Hellions. That's actually really cute, but NesTea is making a Roach Warren. So he says, you know what? You think you can control the map with reactored Hellions, and you think that you can double expand? I'm NesTea. And that's what no means. That means no nowadays. In StarCraft 2, they're like, well, can I do this against you? He's like, I'm NesTea. It's like, oh.
No means no. NesTea means NesTea.
You just contradict exactly what I say. Great. Thanks for working with me, bud.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's what I meant was like, it still means no, but as I said, it didn't come out that well. I'm starting to feel a little bit under the weather, Artosis. I think I'm
Maybe I gave you my sickness. I'm feeling much better today than I was.
You're casting much better today. You're doing...
Thank you. Well, I'm no longer like a zombie that is actually pondering if he's going to die during the cast. That was yesterday.
All right, so he sees the command center landing, so he now knows it's a double expand. So this is actually pretty easy for NesTea right now. He just makes roaches.
Well, he is making 5 roaches, a baneling nest, and a lair. That was a really nice Hellion micro, by the way. Very well done. Now, the Hellions are going to try to keep the roaches in the base by threatening run-ins. But NesTea might just right-click over across the map. The thing is, Virus does have a siege tank out, and against small numbers of slow roaches, a siege tank plus a bunker is pretty spectacular. It's like fireworks. You okay? You're like, wow, that's pretty good.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than like that really disappointing firework.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like on 4th of July.
I got some fireworks. I was at a beach with Juani in my GF, in his GF, and we bought some fireworks. And the third most expensive one was amazing, but the most expensive one was garbage next to it. Made no sense.
Oh, I know. It's like so disappointing.
It's like, wow, this thing costs like $10. This better be so good. This better be so good. And then it was like total suck.
Oh, that's so disappointing.
I cried tears of sadness for my lost $10.
You know those little things you throw and they make the snapping sound? I don't know what they're called. Poppers or whatever. And you like throw them in the driveway, your mom's house. Your mom goes out and yells at you because her driveway's covered in those things. And she's like, you got to clean these up. And I'm like, why'd you buy these for me for 4th of July?
You know, the only good type of popper is a jalapeno popper.
Yeah, jalapeno poppers are good. Spire on the way.
The roaches spot man center.
NesTea's doing this right. He's just out on the map, controlling stuff.
Those roaches are just going to act
like
to
just
slow
enough.
things for now.
Yeah, he's got a macro hatch on the way. I think he's probably going to do a 2-base timing. Roach Muta.
We will see. 5 mutas on the way, bailing speed, +1 attack. He's covering all his bases right now. He's just saying, all right, let me get every tool I need, and then I'm sure we'll see expansions go up. And in fact, yes, there's an expansion up right now. Good timing on everything from NesTea. Virus actually moving across the map. With 7 mutas about to pop and bailing speed about to finish.
I don't know why he's moving out. This is like why you never attack at the same time that you're expanding, because like you're just never going to have as much.
Well, NesTea actually, I'm not sure he knows that this is coming yet. Yeah, he doesn't. He will now, though.
Yeah, when he sees the Marines, he's like, oh, okay, there must be siege tanks to that too.
Yep, and that's going to be difficult. I think he might lose that third base.
We can always cancel it.
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely cancel. But he just really doesn't have the units to kill that right this second. He can get them, but he doesn't have them right now.
He didn't get the drone. That's surprising. Fire's not exactly focused here.
Virus, I think, realizes he has to gather because that army is not unbeatable. It's just he stopped NesTea from scouting it. So,
all right, beautiful. Getting some attention here on the main. Surprised he didn't also attack the orbital at the top left with roaches.
That's quite true. Continued mutalist harassment. NesTea just continues to make mutas as well. That's a good number at home. But he's got to get a third base up because, once again, I mean, Virus is playing a strong early game here. You know,
yeah, Virus looks good.
He has 3 bases up. He's adding another factory to make sure he has enough siege tanks. He's doing a good job. He's defending mutalist harassment pretty well. NesTea, though, calmly and coolly takes a later third base.
Yeah, he's staying very collected right now. His macro has not missed a beat.
Well, NesTea doesn't actually panic. If NesTea was falling out of an airplane at the same time as a shark and a lion that were trying to kill him, he would actually... he would be so calm, he doesn't even need a parachute.
It's like a shark falling from an airplane, like trying to kill him.
Yeah. And you know what he would probably do is he would fight them both off and then decide, based upon everything he's ever known, which one is going to make a better parachute, rip the skin off of him with the hands, and make a parachute. You'd probably take lion mane fur as thread, shark tooth as the needle, and sew together shark skin and lion skin for a parachute, and then probably glide in to a July 4th parade and land on the top float. That's probably how that would go.
Oh my God. All right, whoop, we got a drop over here. He wants to go for the drones here. It's probably going to take too long to kill the hatchery, and as you can see, the Zerg forces arrive.
Just killing a few drones can be nice. Mutas are coming back, though. Nice flock
well, this is kind of hopeless. Medevac's like, oh, I guess I die. You see these guys, they have like 2 Marines in there, they like unload the Marines for some reason as the Mutas are chasing them. Like, it will make no difference. Spend your APM in other places.
That's actually true. Well,
here we go.
You know, he did kill some drones, and this is a pretty strong timing, actually. He has Combat Shield +1 in Stim, a really good number of siege tanks. The siege tanks are going to make banelings so difficult to use here. But, you know, with the reduced amount of Marines, what NesTea really needs is a quadrillion Zerglings. He is making a ton of Banes, though.
All right, he wants to make sure he can cut off reinforcements. And it doesn't look like Virus is actually going to send any reinforcements. He's coming up here, he's scanning. This is going to be the point in this game we're going to figure out who's probably going to win. Whoever wins this battle up here.
Oh, definitely.
It's all been building up to this one moment.
That is completely true, Tasteless. This push is pretty much everything to Virus. If NesTea can crush it, game's over. I mean, you can't lose a push that big right now. But if it's pretty even, we'll see. Really good spread by Virus right now. NesTea's going to have a hard time with this, to be honest. He might lose that third base. There's a lot of drones there as well.
If he loses the third base, it's going to be over.
Yeah, he could possibly lose the game.
Right.
But huge Mutalist Swarm coming in and just destroying siege tanks. Look at that. Not enough Marines. NesTea just killing a whole push with pure Muta.
Here we go.
Well, this is going to be pretty difficult. A flank of Banelings.
Oh, I guess it's actually just really easy. It's just like the last game.
NesTea's just like, well, NesTea. Virus like, can I push you and hurt you? He's like, NesTea.
Which means no.
Oh, a huge drop in the main base of NesTea. Virus really on top of things. In fact, getting that Spire is going to be so annoying.
That was actually really well done by him.
Yeah, that was a beautiful drop. And look at this. The Marines actually taking out a ton of Mutas. And with no Spire, you know, Virus is actually in a good spot right now. He's taking his gold base. He's making additional command centers as third. He's got good macro going on, a lot of barracks, 2 factories to replenish those siege tanks. NesTea should be a little bit nervous right now, but as I said, he doesn't get nervous. NesTea doesn't feel stress.
NesTea only knows one feeling, and it's called money. It's a special feeling only he can have. It's like, it's the wanting to win a GSL again. So you could buy a pair of, like, you buy a bunch of golden rings and put them on each finger.
You know, Buddha predicted the coming of NesTea, a perfect being who finds true Zen.
Yeah.
But NesTea doesn't call it Zen. That's just how he is.
I love this. NesTea's taking the top location, and that's going to be the last place that Terran will expand to. And with NesTea having the map control right now with the Mutalisks, as he should, there's a low chance that the Terran's going to find out about that until it's too late.
We have NesTea right now making a lot of Banelings. He's keeping his supply above his opponents, which is very impressive, but a lot of that's in drones. In fact, all of his additional supply is in drones and then some. So NesTea's army is a bit smaller in supply, a bit worse upgrades. It's going to be pretty difficult.
Can he do it?
Sieging up there, very good location. Seeing those Banelings.
All right, looks like he's biting the bait. No, he's not biting the bait. He just like put his tongue on the bait and tasted it.
If NesTea was a fish, he would always get the worm off the hook, Tasteless.
Oh, yeah. No, if he was a fish, what he'd actually do is he would bite the worm on the hook and then pull so hard he would pull the fisherman into the water and he would drown.
He'd eat the fisherman.
Yeah, man, he would eat the fisherman.
He's like,
I'm fishing a pond with NesTea's down there, man, swimming around. That's
alligator going over the NesTea fish, and the fish just turns around, bites the alligator.
All right. Virus is looking pretty scary, but NesTea just got maxed.
Yeah, they're both right around maxed right here. This is a hard spot for NesTea,
he
man.
actually has to
he's
respond.
Definitely losing that base. Definitely.
I think
he's going after the gold, actually. He's trying to counterattack on the gold with his Mutas. Does he have enough damage per second from these Mutas?
He does.
Yeah, it looks like he does. And, oh, man. Ooh, he's losing
this is a really tough
running
position
away.
here for Virus. Virus, actually, I mean, for
yeah, NesTea right now is in this, like, this is like the decision, do you cut the baby in half or something? I don't know.
Yes, Sartos. It's a cut half baby scenario. Don't keep the bottom half, keep the top half.
The bottom half poops. That's why you don't want to keep it.
You don't want that, man.
You want to change diapers forever? No.
I can't believe you said that. Whoa, he actually shot down a good amount of those Banelings. He will manage to take out the gold base, but
The one thing NesTea is going for him right now is his huge flock of Mutalisks. If he can somehow, some way, take out a bunch of Virus's Marines, then he'll be fine, but Virus's macro just continues to impress. He's got 3 facts now. And here we go. This is everything. This is for the game. Baneling's being targeted right down. The drone's actually blocking.
Oh, it didn't hit right. We got clogged up there.
It looks like Virus is going to take this game faceless.
Wow, NesTea actually lost the game.
NesTea wants you to think he lost the game.
NesTea's like trying to make it dramatic for us. So then Nick and Dan, you know, they're nice guys. They're always ahead of me in the studio, but you know, they have a hard time because I own so bad that, you know, it's just not easy to cast. All right, he's going to try for one more. Oh, yeah, there's no way.
Some Banelings rolling in here, trying to get Marines. Does get actually quite a few.
God,
he will clean it up. But NesTea is like losing his other mining base, as we see right here. Virus has way, way, way too much. And, you know, even NesTea could lose a game.
I guess NesTea is a person, too.
Yeah, NesTea is not a god. He's more like Graceland from Dragonlance. He defeats the gods and gets their powers.
Well, I've earned a lot of respect for Virus in that game. Virus is like, well, what are you going to do? Played the best game of my life and just beat NesTea.
He just played 2 amazing games. Let's actually give this kid some credit for a moment here.
Now, whenever I see NesTea lose, I can always tell.
He's thinking so
hard.
Hard.
Yeah, he's like, all right, what did I do wrong there?
He's actually thinking so hard right now that Einstein's brain in that jar is wiggling, giving him information over Wi-Fi.
Wow. Well, we all know Einstein's brain actually watches the GSL.
It tries to, yeah. It tries to pick up the signals. Einstein was pretty smart. Not as smart as NesTea.
No, he was not as smart as NesTea.
Here's some people that weren't as smart as NesTea. Socrates.
Newton. Nietzsche.
Archimedes. Plato. These are all people that are not as smart as NesTea.
Nor are they as handsome, and I don't think they had as much money.
No.
NesTea has so much money.
Of course he does.
When NesTea goes to his apartment, he just kicks the door in. He's like, ah! NesTea, what are you doing? He's like, no, it's fine. I'll buy a new door. That's right. All right. The countdown has started. NesTea against Virus. NesTea, the best Zerg of all time, against Virus, an up-and-coming Terran. If Virus wins this, it's going to be huge.
This outro, well-timed.
That's like my least well-timed out outro. All right. Now we're going to start it. Sorry. We are piggybacked on the Korean broadcast. So get ready. This is the GSL Code S. And that's actually basically what NesTea looks like.